Welcome to my channel. Happy 2023! I know I have been telling you I'll be in touch and all those things, but the end of the 2022 has been really busy and I will get to that. But I hope you guys had amazing 2022, had fun, celebrate Christmas, celebrate New Year's, and now in 2023, I know a lot of you would be having a lot of new resolutions and I too have some of them too. I'll share it later on, but as the title suggests, we are going to talk about uh, hairstyles in androgenic alopecias. Sorry, I haven't done this in a while. Okay, so we are gonna talk about all the hairstyles I did in my wedding. Yes, I'm married now. The wedding band, the engagement band. But we can talk about all my wedding later on. But this video is about hairstyles during a wedding and when you have alopecia, because you know a lot of people, including me, I am used to be very skeptical about my hair. I've never been to a hairdresser for getting my hair done before. Like previously, I never had them curled or ironed or had any kind of hairstyles done because I was always very conscious about my hair. And so when I got to know I'm getting married, not like when I got to know, basically when my boyfriend or now husband proposed me for wedding, one of the things I was very conscious about was the kind of hairstyles I might do and how would I convey it to the makeup artist. So I got married in India. I had the big Indian wedding, which goes for like 4 days. Yeah, it does go for 4 days. And yeah, so first thing I was thinking about what I will do with my hair. Obviously, this is my bio hair, and this I recently washed, but I have been seeing some falling recently. If you see here, all these things, yeah, the scalp is visible this side more than this side. This side is not so much. Anyways, so I'll be sharing all the hairstyles I did with the pictures and videos on this side, and also how to go about it, if that makes sense. Because I think when I was talking to all the makeup artists in India, one of the things I was asking them is like, do they work with thin hair? What I mean by that is like, do they provide extensions if I want to have a longer hair? Do they have this topic? I never used topic before. I'll show here how it looks like. They're basically a powder kind of a thing, depending on your hair color, and creates hair fibers. So especially if you're getting a bun or something and you are the way I was very conscious about my scalp being visible in the front, they just add that hair powder or hair fiber powder to your scalp and it kind of mimics your hair fibers and makes them look fuller. So I would have all these talks with my makeup artist before booking them for the wedding and all the for the pre-wedding functions and post-wedding functions and things like that. But let's get to the meat of all these things. And I know I'm rushing through it because I don't want this video to be really long and bore you guys. I hope you're not bored and I hope you're happy to see my face again. But yeah, so let's start with the very first day. The very first function was a mehendi function. You can see here. I was wearing my normal Milano hair topper. I'll link in the description below my review for the Milano hair topper. But that's the one I regularly wear. I did my makeup by myself as well, and I did my mom's makeup too. I was having fun that day on Mehendi day. But I just did a very simple hairstyle as such. It was nothing crazy. I just wore my hair topper. I left like a couple of, not couple of inches, like a half an inch of my hairline in the front. And then I just used my hair and the hair topper hair and just put them in the back so it doesn't come on my face, because obviously I was getting my mehendi or henna done. And I danced like crazy on that day. I mean, you can see from the pictures that are going on here that I was just having fun. I was dancing and I was not worried about my hair topper getting pulled. I mean, there were times when my then boyfriend, fiance, now husband, he wanted to lift me up and I was like, dude, I am wearing hair. And if you pull my hair by mistake, I'm gonna kill you. Just be careful that I'm wearing hair, and just if you want to lift me, go ahead. But yeah, be mindful of that. So that was mehendi. It was very very chill. I was just wearing my own hair topper. And one thing I didn't tell you guys is like I actually bought another Milano hair topper for my mom. I'll insert her picture here as well. And she was wearing hair topper too. And she was very okay with it. Like, I think that was the first time she was wearing it. And just to make her more comfortable, I had a mang tika so that her part is not that visible. So basically, you don't see where her hairline stops and where the topper hairline starts. So yeah, that's what I did for her. But she was very comfortable. She was dancing and having fun, and yeah, she was very comfortable wearing the hair topper for the first time or second time, but for the first time in front of the entire family in a function. So if any of you are planning or if you're hesitant about wearing hair, go for it. I mean, if you're confident, if you're okay wearing a hair, it's all good, man. Nobody's going to come and tell anything to you. Trust me. Yeah, so that was the Mehendi day. Danced a lot, took a lot of pictures, had henna. Next day morning was, we called something called Grah Shanti, which is basically a puja for what do you call? I don't know much of the details, but just to maintain peace in the house, I believe. And there I was very simple. Like, I didn't want to dress up or anything, so I was just wearing a lehenga, and I was actually wearing my normal hair in a bun. So without this is a new thing that I've developed. I don't know why I've lost hair from here. It's losing. I need to do something about that. But yeah, I was just wearing a hair in the bun like this. And you can see the picture on the left, that very simple. I just wore my bio hair because it was just a couple of hours function. It was like my parents were sitting for the main event, and I was just there chilling, very simple, very much in my element and dancing like crazy. So one thing about Indian weddings is like we love to dance, and I'm Gujarati on top of that. So Gujarati loves to dance and do garba, and we never leave a chance to do dance and garba. So as you can see here, it's the Grah Shanti pictures where I'm just wearing a bun, that's it. Nothing crazy. Did my own makeup. I actually slept pretty well. I got up after all the guests arrived. But yeah, so that was Grah Shanti, very chill. At night, there was Sangeet. So for Sangeet, which is basically translates to a dance event, a dance-off event, or a dance event where people just perform, dance, have fun, and eat a lot of food. So there I was actually going to a makeup artist. I already spoke with her that I don't have thick hair. I do have a thin hair going on. And she's like, what do you want to do? And I was like, I want to have an open hair. Like, I never had an open hair, I mean, in any of the events so far. So what she did was like she used my bio hair, and you can see in the pictures, like these are very close-up pictures of mine, when especially about my hair and all those things. So what she did was, I had a side partition, I think this side, and then she added the topic powder that I was talking about to increase the density on this side, because if you see here, I have the most hair loss in this area right now. And she just added topic powder here, if you can see, on this area, and obviously this area. And then she she had a hair extensions, basically just a weft of hair extensions, not the topper extensions. So she had a weft of hair extensions. She kept it somewhere here, like in the lower half of my scalp, and then puffed up my current hair, added some more topic, added a lot of what it's called, hairspray to keep the hair in place. And initially, when I was wearing the weft, I've never worn hair wefts. I've worn a topper, but never a hair weft. It was pulling my hair down, but by the end of, not by the end of, but just in 30-40 minutes, I was okay with it. And it was super chill. Like, I mean, yeah, wearing hair, like just the weft as a topper was really comfortable. And I did perform in that. I'll insert a very tiny clip here. I did dance in it. And I was not worried about either the topic powder or the hair fiber falling on my face, or my extensions coming off. Yeah, it was very carefree. I was wearing sneakers too in my lehenga because, that's how it's easy to dance. But yeah, that was the my hair for Sangeet. Now, next day morning, we have something called haldi, which is basically applied turmeric to bride and groom. Again, it's just an hour or 2 hour of an event, so I didn't want to go anything crazy. When it comes to hair, I got ready by myself. I just wore my extensions, similar to Mehendi. I just wore my extensions by myself, and this time I did have a tiny tika over here, so I'm not worried about my same thing, like my hairline or my scalp versus the hairline of the topper. So that is perfectly, if you're going for an Indian wedding or maybe anywhere, and if you like hair accessory, and if you're worried that your topper partition in your hair and it's, it's going to show up, or you're worried about it showing up in pictures, it's a very nice way to just have a mang tika or a tika just here. So it covers up this part, which is basically where um, your hairline meets the topper. So I was wearing that tika, and yeah, I did dance. I did dance a lot this time as well. I'll show some pictures here. But comparatively very chill event, and yeah, the hair was pretty much fine. Now the main thing, the main event, wedding event. So for the wedding event, I opted for a bun. Uh, and obviously you need, I mean, I don't have enough hair, so I do need extensions for making the bun look fuller. And what she did was, obviously she did the bun like straight up, and she needed to have a puff kind of thing here, so it does look voluminous. But the hair person, or the hair artist, did use Topic again to cover up, like, if I come really close, you can see the scalp from here. So just to cover that up, she did a good enough Topic powder on my scalp, and a lot of hairspray. Now I was worried that I was wearing a very heavy dupatta or a scarf from my bun, and I was worried that it should not come off because it was very heavy and it never came off. The other thing I was worried about is, like, in the wedding there was a ritual, I'll share the pictures here, where they put rice, like a turmeric rice, on your head. They just, pour over your head, kind of a thing. So I did ask the makeup artist or hair artist at that point in time that, what if somebody, like, obviously I'm having all this hairspray and Topic on my head and I don't have that much hair. What if somebody puts pressure on my head? Would my scalp start up showing? And they were like, no, it's fine, it'll just come back. And that actually happened. So if you can see here, there are certain places where my husband is like putting his palm down on my head, or he's pouring rice on my head. But my hair was fine. There was never, like, I was not concerned of my scalp being visible, or my bun, like, which is extensions, dropping off and all those things. And yes, I did dance a lot in my wedding as well. I'll share some pictures here, but I did dance a lot in my wedding as well. And that was the wedding day. And I think one of the things that I've learned so far is that you need to be honest with your makeup artist or your hair artist of what your goals are. And I think if you tell them in the beginning that you have certain issues with the hair, they try to be very empathetic about it and work around it. And so for the last, this is a new thing I learned. So for the last thing, it was a reception event. It was in a different place, in a different city in India. And I didn't know the makeup artist or hair artist there. I never spoke with them. My sister-in-law kind of booked them for us. And I was wearing a sari, as you can see here, and I wanted my hair to be open. So I asked them, you can do your makeup and I will do my hair by myself. Now I went in and I did wear my extensions, and the hair guy, he's like, you should have told us before that you have your own extensions and your own wig, and we would have styled it up for you previously, and then you could have worn it. And in my case, I was a bit conscious because obviously my boyfriend knows, my parents know I wear hair. And an interesting incident is that I think I was washing the hair extensions in my in-laws' house, and I left it in the bathroom to dry out. I don't have a dryer there, just like air dry the hair. And my mother-in-law and everybody did notice there is a hair inside. They never said anything about it. They're like, yeah, it's your own thing. Figure it out. Have fun. Wear it. So that was a nice experience. But nevertheless, I'm distracting from the topic. So the reason I went in and wear my hair, because I was hesitant to wear in front of the hairdresser. And when I wore it, he came and he actually styled my hair like very voluminous, curly, put some Topic in the front, and he blended my hairline with the extensions of my topper hairline really well. You can see in the pictures here. And he also told me that, ma'am, I do make wigs. So it was nice to know that now everywhere, Like wearing hair or wearing wig is so common, and people do know how to work with it. So yeah, these were all the functions. These are all the pictures that are there. If you want to talk to me or anything, feel free to message me on my Instagram. I leave the Instagram profile somewhere in the description box. Oh, no bad words. Sorry. I haven't been making videos in a while, so you guys can tell that. But yeah, this was all the wedding things. I wore hair, I did hairstyles, I even styled my topper hair, that I never did that. And it was a fun experience. I was never worried about my hair in that 5 days. I'm worried now because I'm starting to lose hair all of a sudden after coming back, but I'll be working on it. I'm trying to start a new product called Vegamore, and I will let you guys know how it goes. But this is for it. I know it's pretty long, but I couldn't concise all these things together. Anyways, give me a follow on Instagram if you guys want to check out my profile. I mean, most of the time I post is about normal stuff. Either it's workout, currently it's a lot of wedding things, if you can see here, or just a normal travel and fun things. Feel free to message me on my Instagram or leave a comment here. Do like this video so I know that whatever I'm making, you guys are liking it. And yeah, leave a comment. It's a fun community we have it here, so it's good to know that there are people like us around, and that just gives me confidence and a nice feeling to know there are people like you out there. So yeah, be nice to people, have an amazing 2023, and whatever your resolutions are, I hope you succeed in them. Until next time, guys, see ya. Always be beautifully you.